black and half white. But I'm nowhere near as charismatic as Barack Obama, so don't get your hopes up. I am a better bowler, but I don't think that will come into play tonight. I do get asked a question that Barack Obama never gets asked. People keep asking me to pick a side. They're like, you're half and half, right? So do you consider yourself black, or do you consider yourself white? Apparently, consider yourself both is not an option, so I have an answer for these people. Because I'm not black enough to say the N-word in front of black people. I am black enough that white people don't say it in front of me, so I don't know. I was in a bar a couple weeks back, minding my own business. These two gorgeous women are walking towards me. As they get close, one of them turns to the other, points at me and goes, "Hey, there's your boyfriend." Then they both start laughing. Is that bad? I'm pretty sure it's not good. I'm white enough that I don't feel comfortable around black people, but I'm black enough that I don't trust white people. So and these gas prices are not helping. Gas prices are getting so bad. I don't know if you heard about this. GM, the car company, has announced they're going to stop making the Hummer. That's how bad gas prices are. They're just going to stop making. Yeah, some people are happy. I'm a little sad. Because now it's going to be a lot harder for us to identify a douchebag. Like, how are you going to tell? I'm white enough that people feel free to tell their racist jokes when I'm around. But I'm black enough that everybody looks at me first to make sure it's okay to laugh at those racist jokes. Tim's laughing. It's all right. Tim's laughing. But speaking of racial issues, I don't know if you read about this. Reparations from slavery have been in the news again recently. For those who don't know, black people would like to be paid out reparations for the injustice that was slavery. White people don't seem to be too anxious to pony up the dough. As a person of two different races, I'm a little mixed on the subject, but I did come up with what I think is a pretty good compromise. What if instead of paying out all this money, what if we just enslaved white people for the next 100 years and then call it even? Nobody can complain after that. Black enough that I married a white woman. What we do. But white enough that she's attractive. So again, how do you tell? It's actually cool because I married a school teacher, which is really awesome. Exactly. Some people in the back care about education. The rest of you are saying to hell with our kids, and that's why we're losing internationally. But that's not the point. But it's very cool. A comedian and a school teacher getting married, thus creating the lowest combined annual salary in the history of America. Until they allow a homeless guy to marry his imaginary friend. But I still remember, before we even got married, all our friends were coming up to us like, "Hey, are you guys going to do the money dance at your reception?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? If we have to, she's getting on the pole. We need cash." We registered for groceries. We're not a power couple, that's what I'm saying. Black enough I got a scholarship to college. White enough I graduated college. It's confusing. Black enough to realize this joke is racist and hacky. White enough to tell it anyway. So Pirates of the Caribbean not too long ago. Well, which is one of my favorite rides. A lot of people ask me, why are pirates so entertaining? I don't know, they just are. And that's a stupid joke. But one of my wife's students thought of that joke, and I think it's adorable, so I threw it in the act. But anyway, if you've ever been on, as soon as you get on the boat, you go around this corner, and there's a skull tacked to the wall, and it's talking to you. It goes, "Ah, you come seeking adventure and salty old pirates, eh, matey? Sure you come to the proper place. But mark well me words, matey. Dead men tell no tales." And I stopped and thought, dead men tell no tales? You're a talking skull. Kind of undercuts his point a bit when his decapitated human head is going on about how dead men tell... Not only that, there's an entire haunted mansion next door to this ride, where not only do the dead men tell tales, sometimes they tell them in Spanish. Permanecer sentados, por favor. I'm going to switch it to a disturbing note, but every so often, just something I don't understand. Every so often you see something on the news, about a guy, and it's usually a guy, goes nuts, buys a gun, like, kills his wife and his kids, and then turns the gun on himself. I don't get that. I don't understand. I can't comprehend the frame of mind that will make somebody go through all that, kill their wife and their kids, and not stick around to enjoy a world without them in it. You know what I mean? Like, you put in the time. You had to go down to Walmart and wait on the waiting list, and then you had to go home, chase them all around the house, rat-a-tat-tat. Why not sit down and enjoy the game? Take a shower with all the hot water. Take an uninterrupted dump. Do something. Otherwise, you just did a bunch of work and then killed yourself. Why not cut out the middleman and kill yourself? That's like vacuuming the house and then setting it on fire. You're useless!
I find sometimes the greatest laughs you get in this life are the laughs you get when you're not supposed to be laughing. Like, you're in church and someone rips one. You want to laugh, but it's not socially acceptable to just be like, so you gotta hold it in, and that just makes it funnier because you can't laugh. Something like that happened to me not too long ago, and it started out tragic, as these situations often do. I noticed my neighbor's cat had been run over. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go tell my neighbor that her cat was run. She's not gonna like it. She's gonna be distraught, and it's just not gonna be good. But no one else was around, so I had to do it. I knocked on the door. I was like, hey, I'm sorry I have to tell you this, but someone ran over your cat. And she's like, well, how do you know it was mine? And I described what the cat looked like, because, I knew a cat, I'd seen it a million times, and her eyes just started to fill with tears, but then her lips started to do this weird quiver thing. She was like, and I'm just thinking, don't laugh, don't laugh. Hold it together, Babb, hold it together. And I was fine until she said, oh, my poor little princess, moo. And I had to punch myself in the kidney. I'm like, don't laugh, don't laugh. Finally, she shut the door. I went back to my place, fell on the ground, laughing, just tears rolling down my cheeks. Oh, I haven't laughed that hard in a good long time. It was totally worth running over her cat. Like, I didn't feel bad.
I didn't always used to make such little money, though. I used to be the webmaster at a radio station, and you know that feeling you get when you know you've really made a difference? Me either, because I was the webmaster at a radio station. Only thing that made that job worthwhile is I think my boss was crazy. No, I don't mean like he was so crazy. I mean like CSI should check his backyard for blood and hair. Because, like, I remember one time I was just working in the office, just editing the website, and I hear from down the hall, what the hell? Someone's in trouble. This ought to be good. All of a sudden he whooshes into my office. I'm like, ah, crap, it's me. He just storms in my office, points to the computer screen I'm working on, and goes, why is there a comma there? Let me rewind that really quick. What the hell? Comma. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Were you jumped by a gang of commas on the way home from school once? Or who gets that upset? You gotta get all angry like the Hulk and rush in here like the Kool-Aid Man? Comma! Make you a deal. I will take this comma off the website if you put a comma in my paycheck. Like anywhere. I feel sorry for sports fans, but I kind of am annoyed by sports fans because they look down on nerds, and I don't really see why. Because there's not that big a difference, if you think about it. I mean, really. What's the difference between a guy standing online for a midnight showing of Lord of the Rings in his Gandalf costume than some Packers fan with a styrofoam cheese head, no shirt, and green body paint, baby. 32 degrees, he don't pay no mind. Which one's the dork? You tell me. Speaking of nerdy things, I don't know if you guys who read about this. I read it in the paper the other day. Apparently, if you do crossword puzzles, if you spend a lot of time doing crossword puzzles, it stimulates your brain. Later on in life, it will offset the effects of Alzheimer's disease. Which seems like a good idea, but if you spend too much time doing crossword puzzles, will you really want to remember your life? I'm just saying, come, play our nerdy reindeer games, because you're practically doing it anyway. If you're playing fantasy football, well, that's just Dungeons and Dragons without imagination. If
If you're collecting baseball cards, well, those are just tiny comic books with only one page. And you got those bobbleheaded dolls? Well, those are just action figures with only one point of articulation. So come, meet us at the Renaissance Fair. We'll help you fix your website, you help us talk to girls. Everybody